What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well with the COVID insanity. I certainly am. I've got my incredibly awesome and wonderful co-editor hanging out with me this afternoon, Mr. Sam. And today, we're going to talk about a topic that so many of you have seen and experienced. I'm sure the videos have popped up in your feeds of Jared Dines at a show asking people about band shirts. For the past 30 plus years in the metal scene, and probably even further back in the hard rock scene, there has been this negative stigma and connotation attached to people that aren't super mega fans of a band wearing a band shirt. And in my personal opinion, it's absolute and utter nonsense for several major reasons. And today, I want to talk about that. Sam and I want to talk about that with you. Today, I'm wearing the shirt from the fantastic Portuguese modern progressive metal band Equileft. I've certainly rocked this in a few videos in the past 10 or 11 months that I've had the shirt. And a couple of weeks ago, I went out for a grocery run out locally. I was rocking the Equileft shirt. Back when the grocery stores were really heavily controlling the number of people allowed inside during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. And the security guards are looking at my shirt, and he's Equileft. I was like, Equileft. Oh, who are Equileft? I was like, they're a killer progressive metal band from Portugal. Very groove heavy, very 8-string, full of nastiness. Oh, I like metal. I was like, well, you should honestly go and check them out. Check out Before Sunrise. Check out Overcoming. Check out We Defy off their latest record. And right there, conversation occurred because I was wearing a shirt of a band that he hadn't seen, and he was trying to figure out what it was. A couple of weeks later, maybe a week and a half ago, I bump into the same security guard. He goes, hey man, I checked them out. They were really awesome. And thus proves point one. You are advertising for the band by walking around wearing a band shirt, whether you know a ton about the band or not. Just you wearing that shirt can spark an interest in a conversation if the shirt graphic is cool or somebody isn't sure about what it is. And of course, even more awesome if you do know a lot about the band and you can recommend some songs to go check out or talk about records. But even if you don't, hey, I bought this shirt, or my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my wife or my husband gave me this because they really like the band. And I wear it because I want to support them. That's awesome. You don't have to be some amazing, incredible super fan of the band to do that. The other thing is, somebody had to buy the shirt for you in some way. Either a band member did it and they took it out of their own pocket to help increase their advertising. Or you bought the shirt because you liked the shirt, you thought it was cool, or you love the band. Or your significant other bought the shirt to give it to you. So the band received monetary compensation for that. And that is huge. People have given crap to the Kardashians for wearing Slayer t-shirts and Exodus t-shirts, and Kanye for wearing Megadeth and Slayer and all that. And you know, I can understand it in some ways, but I still think it's stupid. And the reason is, those people, whether they really are big into the band or not, they're highly visible. Who in the world would not want the additional revenue and sales and exposure that would come from somebody, whether they're metal or cool or not, from wearing that shirt. Anytime one of those goofy celebrities rocks a shirt like that, it's gonna blow up all across different media platforms. And that's exposure, ladies and gentlemen. That is more people that are going to go check out that band and look at it and go, man, well, maybe I should buy that too. So even if they don't like the band, guess what? The band's still making money off of people buying their shirts. Metal and hard rock is supposed to be for everyone. It doesn't need to be a club full of cool kids. And the way that musicians and bands continue to make money, one of the biggest things is through merch sales, because they get a lot more of that revenue, and it's a whole lot easier to sell t-shirts and get profit off of that than it is to make money off of album sales. Most bands that are out on tour, man, they, especially smaller bands, they survive by selling merch on the road. That's their eating money. That's their gas money. And that's what sustains them throughout their runs and gives them some pocket money when they get home. So if you see somebody wearing a band shirt and they don't really know a whole lot about it, thank them anyway and support them. Because by their contribution, by them wearing the shirt and acting like a personal billboard advertising that band by walking around with their merch wherever they happen to wear that shirt, that they're bringing more exposure to the band. By buying that shirt, they've put money in that band's pocket. So forget all of the dumb scenester nonsense about how wearing a band shirt, if you're not a massive super fan, is stupid. And realize that wearing that band shirt and supporting that band, whether you truly love them or you just want to support them or you like the way the shirt looks, that makes you awesome. Also, you meet a lot of really cool people and good friends and people that can wind up becoming good friends by wearing that shirt. Just ask the Coheed family. Ask all those among the fence who completely and utterly geek out when they see a Coheed shirt. I certainly do. I mean, it's a talking point. Hey, you like the band that I like. Can we be friends? That's another great point about wearing band shirts. It connects fellow fans. So there's so many positives. And truly, as far as I'm concerned, there's not a single negative to buying a band shirt and wearing it. Now, some band shirts can certainly be offensive. You know, if you're a Cradle of Filth fan, I'm not sure that you want to be wearing the Jesus is a cunt shirt with the nun masturbating with the crucifix to a family reunion or a public gathering like that, or a church or something, unless you're really just trying to piss people off. That might be a negative, but at the same time, you're still supporting the band. So, and it might be utterly hilarious. Just don't be like the dude in Australia a few years ago that got arrested for it. But short little soapbox, little bit of exposure to my happy, furry, lovey, wonderful co-editor, Mr. Sam over there, who has decided that co-editing enough for 2 minutes of loves that I couldn't catch before I started shooting this was enough. Just know that regardless of the stupid stuff that people put out and the opinions that I simply think are utterly nonsense and utterly silly, you are awesome for wearing shirts of bands and supporting them and purchasing them, whether you truly love the band or you just want to make sure they can continue to do what they do. Believe me, with as many bands as I work with here on the channel and as many bands as I've worked with before, they appreciate it more than you will ever know. Big or small, massive, world-dominating bands like Metallica and Megadeth and Slayer and Iron Maiden and all of those from the hard rock and metal scene, even hip-hop bands, even though that's not my thing. But it all helps, and it all allows those guys and gals to continue to make music and to tour, especially in such a terrible time for musicians and artists in the music industry right now. So you're awesome, and I just feel like you should know that. Thanks, guys. I love you. I'm going to jump down off my soapbox now. I hope you enjoyed this one and get a smile out of it. And go buy some merch from your favorite bands to help them out right now. As always, I want to thank you. I love you. I appreciate you for being here video after video for as long as so many of you have. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders, as well as all the medical professionals out there and those long line haul drivers that are currently driving around in the insanity as well, making sure things get where they need to be. Love you. I appreciate you. As always, guys, you have been awesome. I have been Baldman. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.